Hi everyone, the fifth and final virtual site visit today from a familiar spot. We're down here at the Pumphouse location, obviously. Looks like they're still actively working on expanding the Pumphouse building itself. Pretty nice here along the PLM hillslope. I'm surprised, and this may be the case throughout much of the watershed. Definitely still sort of early growth behavior, but kind of thinking that sometimes we're a bit taller in vegetation at this point in time. Not so right now. Everything's looking in good shape. Again, just to get ourselves reoriented. There's PLM1. Kind of get a sense of what I was trying to describe in the first site visit on the Aspen site atop shale. Kind of represents something similar here, where we'll have a monitoring location up near the top of a local hill slope, and then that that groundwater flow system is moving down toward the East River main stem. Just as folks start to think a little bit more about our growing network of groundwater well data, you're familiar with the upslope PLM1 groundwater well and then the toe slope PLM6 location. As a reminder, 2 years ago we installed two new deeper wells here abutting the PLM2 location. We have PLM5 and PLM7. PLM5 is a deep well around 230 feet that has the multiple piezometers sampling, or the ability to sample, I should say, at multiple depths. We haven't yet bought the pump apparatus to actually collect samples, with the exception of one-time visit from the USGS to pull depths greater than about 30 feet, which is the limit with our peristaltic pump. PLM7 again is a 3-inch borehole that goes to the same completion depth of around 230 feet again, but it's slotted over almost its entire vertical profile. It's been yielding some really interesting geochemical results, particularly in terms of base cation composition, that show pretty distinct behavior compared to some of our other shale groundwater wells. So pay attention to PLM7. Looking across the hill slope, we can actually zoom in a little bit here. You're looking at a toe slope location. That's where PLM8 is located. It's quite unique. It's on the southerly aspect of that large hill slope. I alluded during the last SFA team meeting to some interesting halogen concentrations in that well, PLM8. Those could most certainly be shale related. One other possibility is the headwaters of the very extensive hill slope that drains to PLM8. Kind of difficult to see. See how the resolution is when I zoom in. You can hopefully see some reddish colored beds. That's the Permian Maroon Formation. And then slightly older than that, I hope you saw some tan colored beds. That's the Gothic Formation. The Gothic Formation is known to host evaporites and evaporite minerals, which may be also a partial explanation for some of the high halogen concentrations. The last thing I want to note is really, it's the first time I've seen it this field season. We're the first week of June, of course. Normally, the main stem East River is raging at this time of year. Not so today. It's really quite anemic. I want to zoom in here on meander D. That point bar that you're looking at right now, this time of year, is normally completely submerged. In fact, our large runoff years like 2019, the entire floodplain deposit itself is overtopped by the waters of the East River. Not so this year. Just a really sad state of affairs in terms of our surface water flows. Going to be a long year, probably a long dusty year, and let's hope one that's not riddled by wildfire. Hope you enjoyed your site tours today. We look forward to seeing many of you out here at the field site this summer.